There is something undeniably satisfying about the click of a physical keyboard that modern touchscreens just cannot replicate. If you have ever missed the tactile feedback of a real QWERTY layout, this little device might just pull at your heartstrings. It is compact, almost shockingly so by today's standards, and it slides into a pocket without creating that awkward bulge we have all grown accustomed to with these massive modern slabs. Holding it feels like a throwback to a time when phones were tools meant for communication, rather than just endless scrolling machines. The build is surprisingly light, and while some might call it plasticky, it actually feels quite sturdy in the palm. That optical trackpad is still a joy to use, offering a level of precision for navigating menus that feels more deliberate than just swiping a finger across glass. Now, let's be real about the performance. With an 800 MHz processor and 512 MB of RAM, this is not going to be winning any speed contests against modern hardware. It runs on BlackBerry OS 7, which is snappy enough for the basics, but you will definitely notice the limitations if you try to push it too hard. The browser is functional for quick lookups, but it is not exactly built for the heavy, media-rich web we have now. It is best viewed as a dedicated communication device. The email integration and that classic messaging experience are still the stars of the show here. If you are someone who lives in their inbox, the way this thing handles messages is still remarkably efficient. The 5-megapixel camera is there, and it gets the job done for quick snapshots, though it definitely struggles when the lights go down. You get a flash, which helps, but do not expect to replace your dedicated camera or even a modern smartphone shooter with this. One of the cooler additions for its time was the built-in NFC, which feels like a bit of a hidden gem on a device this small. It is a neat touch that adds a bit of future-proofing to an otherwise vintage experience. The screen is small at 2.4 inches, so reading long articles might strain the eyes after a while, but for checking notifications and firing off a quick reply, it is perfectly adequate. Battery life is decent for what it is, though you will want to keep a charger handy if you are a heavy user. It is not going to last you through a weekend of intense use, but it will get you through a standard workday without too much fuss. Honestly, the biggest hurdle is the ecosystem. You are not going to find a massive app store full of modern favorites, so this is really for the person who wants to disconnect from the noise and focus on the essentials. It is a niche piece of tech, for sure, but for those who appreciate the charm of a physical keyboard and a distraction-free interface, it is a fun, functional little relic that still has a bit of personality left in it. It is not for everyone, but for the right person, it is a pretty neat way to simplify the digital life.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.